Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kaizen Tshego, and if you're an oldie but a goodie, hey girl, hey. One of the things that I think I've overlooked in my lifetime is just how productive and efficient I am, and just how effective the systems are that I've put in my life. Recently, I uploaded a video that I will add over here where I spoke about 8 of my key lessons that I've learned over my past 10 years working in the banking industry in South Africa. Now, this video has had a domino effect in a lot of dialogue and discussion. And one of the things that I highlighted in my latest Instagram post was around how it's important to showcase and highlight some of the things that are a no-brainer to you, because you don't know just how much someone else needs that message or someone else needs that lesson. The one question that I've received quite frequently at work is how I manage to balance all of my work streams and not drop a ball and not be late on anything or forget anything, considering how much there is that I have to juggle on my plate. And once I began to engage in this dialogue and share a bit more about my journey, it was actually quite eye-opening how people were so taken aback by just how much I've managed to do while having a corporate job. So I thought it might be useful to put this video together and share with you some of my most effective productivity hacks that help me to win my week, win my months, and win my years. The first thing that I have to say about being a multitasker, being everywhere at once, and managing a lot of different and complex components all at once is the importance of building a second brain. Now, if you follow certain content creators, they speak a lot about this, especially people who help you to study more effectively and efficiently, and productivity gurus. And essentially what building a second brain means is optimize certain things in your life and build systems in your life so that certain things that are important and that can be automated are taken care of, so that you can focus on the things that need your manual intervention. Thank God we are living in a tech era where there are tools that are getting built every single day to help make our lives and our jobs that much easier. So in today's video, I'm going to share some of the things and tools that I have been leveraging for a long period of time and where I've seen or found myself having a competitive edge. So one of the things that I had mentioned when I began the video is just how people complimented me on the ability to juggle multiple things at once. What I actually do is I leverage my Outlook calendar to schedule everything. So I'll have a meeting with someone, we align on action items, we align on dates, and depending on whether I am sending actions or they're sending actions, I'm already offloading those action items and those deadlines in my diary. So I'll open my calendar, open my diary, and depending on how long I know that stakeholder takes to turn work around, I will put in a buffer. So I work back from the deadline that I have. Say the end of January is my deadline. So I know that this stakeholder deals with certain type of stakeholders, and collaboratively, they take around 2 weeks to get me work. So if my deadline is at the end of January, that's the 4th week, my stakeholder takes 2 weeks, I will include that 4th week, I'll include the 3rd week. Therefore, by Monday, I should be following up to make sure that everything is right on track. So I'll put an alert in my diary to remind me to just check in with that stakeholder and make sure that everything is on track. Should things not be on track, I will then adjust my deadline accordingly and then communicate to everyone who is impacted by the adjustment of the deadline. I hope that makes sense. If you guys want me to double click on this and you want me to show you literally how I do it with a conceptual project, let me know in the comments. I am more than happy to create this for you, because I think to me it's easy, but sometimes when people hear it cold, they don't really get it. But this actually helps. So I create like a virtual assistant for myself who literally reminds me, hi, don't forget to get back to this person. Hi, this is the deadline. Hi, you should be following up on this specific thing, on this specific project, because this is when it's due. I put in all of those blockers and reminders in my diary so that when I step out of that meeting, I know that the actions and my following up and the work that I need to do is already done. Another cool thing that I do with all of my engagements is I will always have a meeting outline, because I set meetings out so far in advance, or I ask my personal assistant to help me set up meetings so far in advance that when the meeting comes, I've forgotten what it's about, because everyone is so super busy and it takes a long time to get in people's diaries. So what I do is I will write down like a meeting summary of this is what I plan to achieve in this session and say, these are the projected actions of the session. And I'll put that in the body of the meeting invite. What I will do also is if I'm reminding myself to set up an appointment or my PA needs to pick something up in my diary, they will see the action on their side. They'll open it up. They'll know who to send it to, what the duration is, and what the meeting is about. I think it also helps with getting people to accept meetings because everyone is so busy. When you tell them exactly what the meeting is about and what you need them for, they are more eager and willing to give you the time in the diary as opposed to someone else who just puts something in cold without having given prior context. So that's what I do from a work perspective in order to drive my productivity so that I can actually focus on doing my deep work that needs me to think, that needs me to create, and that needs me to actually apply my mind. All of the admin stuff I try to automate as much as possible. The next thing that I said was really important to me that helps me to perform well in all areas of my life and not just my job is my health. So I am very health conscious and it matters to me what I put in my body. As much as possible, I try to eat whole foods. I try to eat healthy because I find that when I eat in a healthy way and when I cook my food or when I source from an environment or a place where they create whole foods, my body just feels better, it runs better, and I get to be even more productive. And this is the reason why I prioritize my nutrition. So what I do from this perspective is I use this app called MyFitnessPal. I think you guys will know about it. There are certain weeks where I am literally too busy to think about what am I going to feed myself? The Sunday before or the Saturday before, I will consider how I ate in the previous week. And if I want to change my diet, then I will look up recipes if it's something new, or I'll go back in MyFitnessPal and actually look at when I had a really good week and I stuck to my macros or I felt really energized, and I'll recreate the menu from that week and eat that week. I'll then have a look in my pantry and look in my fridge and see, do I still have this food? Do I not have this food? And whatever I don't have, I will restock. I loathe going into malls, so what do? I use two more apps. I will use Woolworths Dash and I will also use Checker 6060. Those two apps, they are my fighters. So then I will restock on whatever I need for the upcoming week, depending on what I've put down on MyFitnessPal, and those deliveries will arrive either on the Sunday or the Saturday or the Monday, whenever I get to put my plan on MyFitnessPal, and then that's groceries sorted out. But the reason why I love MyFitnessPal is, as I mentioned, this whole thing about building a second brain. I don't want to think about food when there are other things that are more important to think about. If I can put it out there and I just go log in and I can see, okay, for breakfast I must have yogurt, granola, and I eat that and I know the measurements, they are put there on MyFitnessPal, I'm good to go. And it just makes sticking to eating healthy and eating the right foods just that much easier. So that's what I use MyFitnessPal for. You don't even have to upgrade to a premium subscription. I've had it before. The premium subscription is really good when you want to get into your macros and control your macros a bit more, but you can always use the free one. It allows you to schedule your meals just like how I have advised. Another cool feature that I love about MyFitnessPal is you don't have to physically type in the food. You can actually scan the food. And when you scan the food, it shows you your recommended serving suggestion that prevents you from overeating. If you're too lazy to read it on the actual product label, you can actually put it on MyFitnessPal and see what is the recommended serving suggestion, and then that's how you build your meals to align to your calorie as well as your macro intake. So that's that on MyFitnessPal. Also, I acknowledge that some of these things I've been doing for years and years and years, they do sound very easy to me. So if it sounds like a very foreign concept to you, let me know and I'm very happy to double click and show you how to leverage MyFitnessPal for your nutritional goals. The third thing that I do is I use a smart scale. So I purchased a smart scale on Takealot. I think that there's a lot of them, and I use that to track my body fat percentage. I must disclose, I don't think that it's accurate. However, it's a nice way to put some kind of marker in the ground that says, okay, I'm starting on this percentage, and you can track it over time. Smart scales are really cool because they keep all of the data and analytics on an app on your phone. If I can find it, I will add it because I did buy it around COVID time. So I don't know if that exact scale is still available, but it has so much detail that you can go into, and it stores it for years upon years upon years. It's also a multi-user scale. So multiple multiple people can actually add their profiles on and track themselves on your scale. My friends and my boyfriend love to do this when they come to my house, is step on my scale and see how they're tracking, and my sister as well, actually, from the previous time that they stepped on the scale. So that's something that's really cool to also kind of reduce that cognitive overload for you when it comes to health and fitness. I read this book at the beginning of 2023. What is it called? The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. If I am pronouncing this incorrectly, please excuse me. I am literally quoting this from memory, but the one thing that stuck out to me from this book was just how much this individual outsources. They've gotten their value down by the hour, so they know how much they are worth and they are valued at per hour, depending on, obviously, you know, how they generate an income, which led me to kind of break my value per hour down and say, if I am doing certain tasks and I can outsource them for a cheaper amount to reduce my cognitive overload and to free up my capacity to make more money, what can I outsource? So apart from the going to a shopping mall and shopping, which is a thing that now I outsource, someone does that for me, I don't want to be lugging 5-liter bottles of water. Therefore, I'm going to outsource that. And if that is all I am buying on the app because I can't fathom the strain of carrying those bottles up, that's what I'm going to do. And this is the very book that I read that got me into that mindset to say, if you don't like doing something, if something is not your value per hour, outsource it. Which brings me to the next thing that I outsource. I love using Sweepstar, which is an app where you can connect yourself to helpers around your area or who can come to your area to clean your house. On this app, you can say whether you live in an apartment or a house, how many rooms they must clean, if they must do your laundry, if they must do the outside area, if they must do windows. You can customize quite a bit. And I think once you build rapport with your Sweepstar, which is what they call the helpers on this app, you can actually negotiate what and where and how these individuals clean. You have your own cleaning supplies, they come, you can pay for breakage insurance, they clean your place, they do your laundry, and everything is restored. I really love my Sweepstar. I've been using her for years and she is absolutely fantastic, and I feel like that's one thing that I take off of my plate. And I have her on a weekly basis, and I know that every single week on the specific day my helper's coming to clean my place, and once she comes, she's cleaning, she's doing my laundry, she's resetting my home, she's literally my home exec, and once she is done, everything is going to be great and I'll feel super productive in my clean space. I used to clean my place and then I realized, this is not my portion. Someone else can do it and I can pay them too, so that I can focus my efforts and energy on something else that is more productive for me. Now, in the next category, which is feminine maintenance, my absolute favorite thing to do. I don't know why people say that they like feminine maintenance, guys. It's such a waste of time. Like, if I could detach my head and have someone do my hair, if I could detach my hands and leave them there and Uber them back when someone's done doing my nails, I really would, but alas. Anyway, it's a thing that needs to be done. So some of the things that I do on a monthly basis, some are at a 6 or 8 weekly basis, but I schedule everything, so I take it out of my brain and it's none of my responsibility except that ping that tells me this week you have this, in 24 hours you have that. So the two things that I have scheduled at the moment are my nails, my laser, as well as my hair. I'm pretty sure you would have thought that I also include the outfits I'm going to wear, but I really don't. So my outfits are the one thing that I really don't plan, but I know that some people, before they go to sleep, they actually take the outfit that they're going to wear for the next day and they lay it out, and that's great. But for me, I like to keep it spontaneous, and I like that rush of when I'm getting ready in the morning and I'm going through my morning routine. It hits me and I'm like, that's what I'm wearing today. So I really do enjoy that and I really do enjoy that process. I think it keeps things spontaneous and fresh for me, and exciting. So I do not plan my clothes and my outfits, but if you are wanting to, then that's an example of how you could do it, is plan it out the night before. But I guess also if you do your own laundry and you tactically wash your clothes, not everything is going to be ready for that week. So I think it's about, when you are doing your laundry loads, just making sure that whatever you're going to wear in the upcoming week, that is ready and it is good to go for that upcoming week. The last thing that you're wanting to do is doing your laundry and you're ironing the day before or the day of the day. So much can go wrong and you don't need that kind of stress in your life. So if you can optimize certain things and just plan ahead to make sure that on the day, whenever you're supposed to do your important thing, which is obviously work for me, but it could be something else for you, that is all you're focusing on, and all of the systems and all of the things that you've put in place set you up for success with that thing that you deem to be the most important thing. I found that I'm most productive when I don't leave things to chance, when I plan ahead, and when I ensure that whatever I'm doing that matters to me, I'm giving it 100% brain capacity. If there are any hacks that you're wanting for me to do a deep dive on, double click on, let me know in the comment section below. I'm also very curious to find out what systems and processes some of you have put in place that have helped you from a productivity perspective. As you can see, I'm very much into the tech and outsourcing, but if there are certain apps or AI that you have come across that has made your life, your job much more efficient and easier, let me know in the comments down below. And I think if I get enough comments and feedback, I could actually make a video to say, based on the community, this is what you should be leveraging to make your life more productive. So if that sounds like a good idea for you, let me know in the comment section. And as usual, guys, please don't forget to give my video a like and share this with individuals who are like-minded, who are trying to elevate themselves in 2024. That helps to spread the message and spread the love. And it also tells YouTube which videos you enjoy, so it can promote more videos like this one on your feed. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Ciao for now, and see you next time.